What if I were to tell you zombies are real, and science has proven it?
In Panama, thousands of lives have been lost because of an invasive parasitic worm.
If unchecked, this parasite will take control of its host body, mutating its flesh and turning it into a literal zombie.
And the most frightening thing of all, a similar parasite has already infected 30% of the human race.
Happy Halloween, everybody. It's time for some spooky science.
It's the Biofriendly Podcast. The Biofriendly Podcast.
Wow, this is incredible. I didn't even know. What show are we doing?
I know, right?
This is amazing.
This is a different one.
Wow.
200 years we've been going, and it's time for some change.
Okay, it's about
Yes.
time we've been waiting.
We've been waiting.
I'm allowed to talk now,
You're
right?
allowed to talk now.
The cold open's over.
Cold open is over.
So people know that the show's on.
It's now the warm open.
This is the warm open.
Yes, yes.
Oh
We're
my
hot,
God,
warm,
this
and
is
ready to
amazing.
talk. I
Happy
know.
Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Welcome to fun-sized, bio-friendly podcast. Halloween episode.
That's right.
Okay, well, I don't even know why we're doing. Everybody's got a script. Where's my script?
You get no script.
No, I don't.
No script.
So you.
Noel, just a note from Post here.
Yeah.
You are the color commentator.
Color commentator.
Because whenever you read, you don't colorfulness.
Okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
he's wearing his orange shirt. His
I am.
burnt orange.
Because it's burnt orange for Halloween.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is part one Halloween, because this will be the week before Halloween, and then the next episode will be 2 weeks before. So we basically have a fun size right before. You know what I'm saying? We got two Halloween episodes.
I get you.
You get me.
None of them understand you, but I get you.
You have been with me for
I've
so long.
I've always been the one who got you.
You got
So what
me.
makes this fun size? I don't understand. Why
Well,
fun size?
it's half the size of a normal candy bar.
Yes, it's when you go to
Maybe
the house.
less, actually.
Probably
Maybe like a quarter the size of a normal candy bar.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever been to Halloween before?
Yes.
In the audience? Just checking? Anyone?
checking in.
Yeah.
I've not been to Orlando yet, but I heard it's great.
Okay, so if anyone has experienced this thing they call Halloween, then you've probably gotten candy. You walk up to a door, you say trick or treat, and then Charlie Brown gets a rock.
Yes.
And everybody else gets candy.
Yes.
Good. So the candy nowadays, because people don't want to spend money on full-size candy bars unless you go to the cool neighborhood, right, where they've got the big houses and they
Right.
get candy bars.
And they can afford to
But
shop
then you have
for
to walk
eggs
6
and butter
acres
and
to
all
the
that
to the
stuff.
door and back, so you get less candy bars in the end. I think that actually, we had some scientists do the math.
Okay.
It's probably not worth it to go to the rich neighborhoods because of the amount of walking to get the candy. In the end, yes, you get candy bars, but it's like 7 candy bars,
Right,
as
right.
opposed to thousands of fun size.
Thousands of fun size.
That was a tangent.
So
we're supposed to be doing a show, aren't we?
We're doing fun size because it's yet another week where we lose the week after because somebody's got to go somewhere. So we have to film 2 episodes back
It's
to
an
back.
unimportant trip, and I'll skip it.
You know what?
I don't need to go.
You don't need to go. It's not that big of a deal.
I'm gonna skip it.
Just tell them, call the White House and say I'm not going.
So you know what was awesome about that? It's like that's everybody on the show who's listened to the show for 1,000 years would go like, "That's a funny joke. That's something Jacob would say.
That's
Call
a
the
bit.
White House and tell him he's not
Tell 'em.
coming."
Yeah, that's a bit.
Except that it's actually true.
It's actually true.
I'm going to the White House.
Wait a minute. You're
cannot-
actually going to go to the White
I'm
House
going to the
where
White House, and
a
I'm
very
gonna,
important person
I'm going to
lives.
meet the President of the United States.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I stand
Yeah,
by
and
what
then-
I said. Call Joe.
Yeah.
And it's off. We got
Yeah.
a show to do next week.
No, if you're wondering if we're like a real show, we're a real show, man.
We're
We're
legit.
like a real company here. We do real stuff. We
bro.
actually help the planet, and people care. So yeah, no, I'm going to see the president. It's going
How
to be
did
awesome.
you get in there? Like,
This is a long tangent story if we get into it, so I don't want to go too deep just because it's crazy. But basically, we have a bunch of really cool energy technology that's going to be very helpful for getting us to be sustainable in the future.
Yeah.
And so one of the top kind of energy minds that works with the president is the president of the Hispanics in Energy, Jose Perez, and we've been working with him for a long time, and he was like, we got this thing set up. It's time. Let's go.
oh my gosh.
So we're going.
go.
It's just a fantastic opportunity.
I hope they hand out full-size candy bars at the White House.
they do
If
at the White
I'll
House.
be very
They do.
disappointed.
They do at the White House. You have the option either
Yeah.
full-size candy bar or a very tiny chicken nugget.
Oh, okay, well,
one of the two.
I'd actually take the chicken nugget.
I know, because sometimes you need the protein.
You need the protein.
As you're running, because it's a lot of work.
If I'm going to walk for hours,
Particularly in the big neighborhoods where the
Yes.
houses are huge, there's
and
a lot of
that's
acreage.
big
Man,
house.
that's a huge acreage. Like that West Wing alone is like half an acre.
By the time you get there, you want the nugget.
Can you imagine walking across the lawn and you see the porch light on, you get up there and you knock and nobody answers, and you're like, oh, no! Nobody's home. Nobody's home.
Or like where I was one of those kids who, because most people love caramel candy apples.
Yeah.
Right? The can with the nuts and all that stuff. I was one of those kids who didn't like it. Like,
You didn't like
and I was
caramel?
like, I don't like candy apples. They're not good.
Yeah.
So I remember we were in this one neighborhood this one year, and we were going from big house to big house to big house, and it was like candy bars. And then we went to this run of houses that were really thoughtful and made homemade things to give you for Halloween.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was like peanut brittle, which I don't like. And then it was
So thoughtful, but man, this sucks.
And I was getting all these things. I'm like, well, these are the winner. Like, these are for the awesome people who are lucky. And I was like, and I just want a fun-sized Three Musketeers. Yeah.
Look, I made you this fresh soap made from animal fat.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Where's
I'm going to
my
be so
Snickers?
clean.
Yeah.
This is going to handle my psoriasis. This is so great.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Good.
So-
Well, you ready to get spooky?
I think.
Oh
I
my
think
God, are we starting
we're
the
gonna
show?
try. We're gonna try.
Okay, so I don't get a script.
You
don't
do
get a
not
script.
get a script.
Good. No,
because I've
no.
learned from past, you don't learn the lines anyway. So
Yeah, yeah.
I give you a
point.
script.
It's
a good
not, I mean, for those who followed the Good Cops Tumbleweed House Harker trajectory, know that Clayton is our director and Noel star actor. He famously did learn his lines because he was also producing.
Yes, that is true. He was
Yes.
very, very busy.
Yeah, you make it sound like I just didn't care.
No.
Very
Listen, you were the Gary Oldman of web series.
Yes,
you
the
know,
Gary
we never
Oldman.
knew who the heck you're going to be from one day to the next.
It was so true. All right, so we're gonna try.
Maybe
Well,
I'm the Gary Oldman of life because I feel like that's like I never know what I'm going to be the next day.
I love that.
Come
The
out,
Gary
you're like, oh my
Oldman of
gosh,
life.
he's an 85-year-old man. The next day, you're like, wow, he looks good for 22.
He looks amazing. Is he today's Dracula?
What?
Well, I have been alive for hundreds of years,
Hundreds of years.
long
We've-
enough to do this podcast with you
We've
forever.
been at this for so long, but I feel like I haven't said hi to our lovely Veronica this morning. How are you doing?
Veronica!
Let's hear you.
Hiya.
She's talking into the mic.
She talked to the microphone.
Hiya.
What's so great is that she actually talked in the microphone. And why is that, Noel? Why did she talk in the
Because she
microphone?
doesn't respect us,
Yes,
but she does respect Clayton.
yes. Clayton gave her a very clear ultimatum to talk in the microphone, and she did it immediately. And I was like,
I sit here, I'm like, I'm your boss.
right? And it was like, it was.
I'm
we're-
like, I hired you. I signed the paycheck. What the? Why can't she? Why does she listen to a thing I say?
This is the only reason we hired Clayton, not for any other reason. We just were
Clayton
like,
walks. He's just Clayton.
Clayton,
You gotta
write that
believe
down.
that. It's just he walks in,
Yeah.
and he's in his fancy coat over his, he looks all nice, his nice shoes.
I know.
He steps in and he's like, Veronica, talk to the microphone. Okay.
I know.
It's the code.
I feel
People respect the code.
No, it's you, you jerk.
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
You're too dang respectable.
I remember walking into Noel's office a few months ago, and I said, "We've got to get Veronica on that microphone."
And I said, I know what to do.
He goes, "I know exactly what to do.
We should make a hire.
I know a guy. I know a guy.
He wears a coat.
He wears a coat."
All right, we've put you off long enough. I know that we're dying to find out about
We're
the
dying. Zombie parasites.
that
Yes.
Real
are
zombies.
infecting 30% of the minds of the world.
That's right.
And can be activated at any moment.
At any moment. Absolutely. Actually, when that alert went off on our phones a couple weeks ago, that's when it was
That was when it
activated. The global test on your phones.
Yep.
They're active.
Yep.
It's happening.
It's in.
Okay.
Yeah, and in Haiti they used to. So I'll go later.
Later.
Okay.
Okay, that's a deep dive.
I should get out of the pool. No.
No, you're in too deep. Come on in. It's getting dark. It's
Come on
getting
out here,
dark.
the kiddie pool, buddy.
It's getting dark. All right. Here we go. Write that down.
Did I say it?
Just
I
write it
can't-
down. He
yeah.
can't help himself.
I can't. I said the J word.
Said the J word. He dropped
Oh, okay, yeah.
He
I
dro-
said it twice. I did it earlier.
He did.
Too.
I caught that one too.
He said the other word for Yeshua from Nazareth.
Yes. He said the name of the big cheese. All right.
The big G's.
The big cheese. All right.
Jesus and crackers.
Here comes the story.
Cheez-Its crisps. That's what
Cheez-Its.
I said. Cheez-Its.
You did. You did.
Jesus.
That's what Veronica says. She doesn't ever say the thing.
That's good.
All right, guys. It's fun size. We got to
Okay,
dive
we
in.
gotta get right to this.
Wait. Before we do, everybody get your spooky voices on.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Halloween, guys. It's Halloween.
Halloween.
I'm sorry, I got terrified by
Sorry, there
something
was-
behind me. Let me just get focus. Terrifying.
Scary.
And now with terrifying voices.
The poor, unfortunate zombie victims from Panama and throughout Central and South America are not humans. They're giant gliding ants.
Well, hello.
There you go. So that was a twist for you.
Okay, they're gliding ants. Okay.
And the Latin for that is cephalatus anthratus. Anybody else want to take a shot at that?
Veronica, note
I
to
don't-
self.
I
We
don't
should
have
not
a
put it in Latin
script.
No.
No. Double the Latin because it's hilarious.
There it is.
Double the Latin.
Copy that. Doubling the Latin. Okay.
Oh, it looks like cephalatus.
Cephalatus.
Cephalatus atratus.
I got that once in a weekend in Hawaii.
The Dutch East Indies.
Yes.
1967.
While studying the ant species in Panama, scientists from the University of Arkansas noticed that the bulbous back end of the abdomen, called the gasters, of many of the
they
ants were bright red, and the ants held them up high in a behavior called gaster flagging, literally waving your gaster around like a flag.
You know,
Stick your gaster in the
I
air
feel
like you
I
just
did some-
don't care.
I did some gaster flagging in the 90s.
I know you did.
Yeah.
I know you did. The beat would drop,
Yeah,
and your
and I would gaster flag.
Your gaster flagging.
I would put that thing up, and we would just... we would go. We would go. It was good times.
By the way, Gaster Flagging is playing at the El Rey this weekend.
Absolutely.
Great band.
Fantastic
Gaster
band.
flagging.
Yeah.
Gaster Flagging.
That would be Gaster flagging does sound like a Dropkick Murphys type band, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Flagging.
they sound like a bunch of Irish guys that do like the punk. But like
to get to the way when you're gonna put your feet in the mouth and you say hello until you're gonna run down the side.
that's the Gaster flagging.
Yeah, the gaster flagging.
That's it. That's perfect. This strange behavior makes the ants' bodies look like red berries, making the ants easy pickings for local birds that usually eat red berries.
Red Berries was the first song, wasn't it?
Yes,
From
Red Berries
Gaster
by
Flagging.
Gaster
Gaster
Flagging.
Flagging.
Red berries. So isn't that crazy? Like so here, first of all, you have these ants. They notice that their butts are sticking up in the air. They're gasters.
And they're gaster flagging.
And their gas are waving
They're
around.
like,
and
woo,
they're
look at this sweet, spicy cherry.
yeah, exactly. And the birds who eat red berries are like, nice.
And so they go,
yeah, exactly.
and then they turn into zombies?
Yeah, so here we go. After questioning why the ants would act in such a suicidal way,
Silly ants.
silly ants, the scientists dissected the ants and found hundreds of tiny transparent eggs of a previously unknown species of nematode worm.
Dun, dun, dun!
That's not great.
That's not great. That's
not great.
Yeah. These nematode worms expand in the ant's body until their gasters get so swollen they turn red. Yeesh.
Can you imagine? You're just minding your own business and your ass just keeps growing. And at first you're like,
It's killing me.
you're like, check out that booty. Baby, you like that? Feeling great, pretty good. And you're thinking you're hot stuff. You're walking
Oh,
around,
my
booty in
God.
the air, shaking around. And then it keeps going, and
Yeah.
it keeps going, and it turns red.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking, I thought this was cool.
And then you're like, I should see a doctor
I
about
should
this.
see a doctor about this. And you go to the doctor's like, oh, goodness.
Paging
You're
Dr.
gonna get
Crow,
eaten by a-
Dr. Siegel, come on
Yes.
in.
And then they come, and they dissect your berry.
Yeah, yeah. That's like the fourth one of those. Veronica, it's gonna beep city,
Well,
beep city.
Do you know what else I did?
What?
Because you were like, I'm sick and tired.
Yeah.
Of having to bleep you all the time.
Yeah.
Because you're insane. So would you stop swearing?
Yeah.
And we know I can't do that.
Yeah, no.
So I said, here, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Once done.
2 birds with zombie brain, 1 stone.
Yeah,
We get Veronica talking to Mike.
yeah.
We get Noel swears to be bleeped automatically.
Yes.
You don't have to do anything. We hire Clayton.
We hired
You
Clayton.
son of a gun.
Yep. I'll pass along my beep sound to you, Clayton.
Thank you.
It's homemade.
Thank you.
It's homemade.
Good.
I cooked it in my
Okay.
oven at home.
Oh, so you tooted it out yourself.
I
Yes.
did. I did.
Am I providing correct color, or am I just distracting
No,
from
this
the
is
show?
absolutely
Yeah.
perfect.
This is the
Correct
color.
color.
This is it. This is it.
This is good.
So these nematode worms expand their ants in the ant's body until their gasters get so swollen they turn red. Then the ants totter around, flagging down all the birds in the area, just like 5 a.m. after the bar crawl, just like wandering around, sticking their butts in and be like, "Hey!" These worms want to be eaten by birds, and the ants are simply their vehicles to get there. So the worms take control of the ants' bodies like zombie slaves.
Wow. So
crazy?
the worms are like, I'm gonna shake this in the air like I just don't care.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's exactly what's happening. After the nematoid eggs pass through the bird's digestive system, they're pooped back out onto the forest floor.
Okay.
These ants regularly eat bird droppings, and when the worker ants bring the feces back to the nest, they inadvertently feed nematode eggs to ant larvae.
And so all the ants are now dealing with butt stuff.
The zombie, yes, or the zombie cycle continues. Either way you look at it. Zombie cycle continues. So it's cyclical. This nematode worm has figured out the perfect
He's like, I
loop.
can own these ants.
I got him.
And
I go
birds.
from ant to bird to ant to bird to ant to bird to ant to bird to ant to bird.
And that's how it survives.
Yes.
Antibird, I think, is the album title.
Antibird is the album title for gaster flagging.
Yeah, by gaster flagging. It's
Yeah.
great. This disturbing parasitic forced behavior isn't just found in rural rainforests. It's happening in your own backyard.
What? My backyard? No, not my backyard. My backyard does not have this problem.
Oh, I've seen it.
I've seen it,
Oh,
yeah.
it's got it.
Yeah.
There's gaster flagging going on in my backyard?
No, even worse than gaster
Even
flagging.
worse than gaster flagging.
Go on.
But wait, there's more.
That is terrifying.
Oh no, it's another Latin word here. Okay, here we go. The flatworm, Leucochloridium paradoxum,
Ooh,
is
good, you did it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is the scourge of North American and European snails.
You've got snails in your backyard, Noel.
You've got snails.
I do, although I don't want to say what I do to the snails in my backyard.
We actually have a worse snail problem here in the office, to be honest. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't want to say it because I'm supposed to be an environmentalist. But those guys tear up my garden, and I'm not having it.
No, I'm having it.
So those snails don't last long.
So you brought in your duck collection, and they eat them naturally. Like,
And then they poop all over.
And then there you go.
And now I have really great crops.
Yeah. If the snail eats bird droppings contaminated with the eggs of the parasite,
Okay.
the worms will infest the snail's eye stalks, turning the tentacles
no.
into brightly colored pulsating organs that attract birds.
So you're telling me they get berries in their eyeballs?
Eyeball berries.
That's awful.
The birds eat the snails, then poop them out, and again, the zombie cycle continues.
Great news, everybody.
Yeah.
When I throw snails against the wall in anger and they explode,
Okay.
it's far kinder than what is
Okay.
happening to them in nature.
That's not cool.
That got dark.
Oh, that got
That
real
got
dark
so
real fast.
dark.
Okay.
It's Halloween.
I
It
guess
is
I'm-
Halloween.
I'm dressing up like a snail this year, so I guess I'm not coming over to your house.
Avoid walls.
Yeah, right? Come to my party. We're doing a snail throwing exercise.
No, that's awful.
Yeah, it's
That's
terrible.
awful.
And
That's
it's
like-
crazy. Honestly, the visuals of these, like the snails of their eyes, it is trippy and really gross. Oh
my God.
And I'm going to show the audience that right now on the YouTube channel.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry to do that.
I really wish that I had seen that live.
Yeah. So much more
So
to the
true.
imagination.
My imagination is really, really taking a dark turn.
There's
that I
things
will never
happening up
return.
here that would never have happened in nature.
No.
It's true.
But what if I were to tell you, you may have zombies living in your very house?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on, Noel.
Yeah.
No.
That is the cutest little ghost I have ever seen.
So for those of you just listening to the show and not watching it, Noel has activated what is quite possibly the most frightening poltergeist you've ever seen in your life.
Terrifying.
Yes, it just did a full
Terrifying.
360 spin dance with a little top hat on our desk, and I don't know if I'll ever be the same.
We call him Wooly.
Holy.
Yeah, he's a very lovely ghost.
Very
a
lovely
friendly
ghost.
ghost.
Yes.
Do we need to fix the bow tie?
We think he's friendly, but we could have like a Five Nights at Freddy's situation here. That thing might come
animatronic
back.
that comes out at night.
Comes out at night. All right, now this is where it gets really, really scary.
Oh, God.
You guys hold on
It's not
yourselves.
scary already?
No, yeah.
Oh,
this is where
I was terrified the
This
whole
is
time.
Act 3, Noel.
Act
This is
three.
Act 3.
Act
three.
3.
And you know what happens in Act 3?
Act 3.
Act 3.
All right, here we go. Act 3.
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Toxoplasma gondii is a single-celled microbe, which
Not
is
to be confused with the Gandhi we all know
With
about.
Mahatma.
yes. This has nothing to do with him.
Different Gandhi.
Toxoplasma gondii.
This Gandhi eats like crazy.
Yes, exactly. Toxoplasma gondii is a single-celled microbe which is 550 times smaller than an apple seed.
Well,
Did you hear that?
Can you imagine an apple seed, everybody? I want everybody to remember to imagine an apple seed in your mind.
And then picture 550 times smaller. I don't know how accurate your shrinking visualization skills are.
Imagine a shrink ray.
Yes. It only survives and multiplies when it infects a living cell. And its favorite target, you may have known this because you've heard this word kicked around over the years, is your household cat.
I have heard of cats. Yeah,
Yes,
that word does get kicked around.
Yeah. No, I meant the toxoplasma. Toxoplasma.
My bad. I thought we were talking about cats.
Cats in general.
I have heard of cats.
I have heard. I don't
know if anybody was aware of this, but people talk about them, and I know what those are.
I've been around the block.
I know.
I've heard of a cat. Cats are the only host in which this parasite can produce a thick-walled structure that it can survive in for a long time outside of the host, i.e., the cat's poop.
Oh, is that thick-walled, is it?
But how does the microbe target cats specifically? By turning mice into zombies.
Okay, this is crazy talk.
Right. This is the weirdest thing that Clayton and I discovered when we were figuring out to do this topic.
All right.
Freaked out.
When a mouse in particular gets infected with Toxoplasma gondii, the parasite infects the rodent's brain by taking control of its fear receptors.
Oh. Wow. So it makes it terrified.
No.
It makes it not terrified.
Yes.
Exactly.
So that it's not afraid of the cat.
Exactly.
So the cat will eat it.
Yes.
So that it will die.
Yes.
And infect the cat.
Correct.
So that it can turn into a thick wall of poo.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
These infected mice lose all sense of fear and will walk right up to a hungry cat and basically say,
Yo.
eat me.
Hey, Sylvester.
Yeah.
They basically
You like this?
gaster flag.
Hey,
Yeah.
check this out, Sylvester.
Yeah.
How about these bad boys?
Yeah, right? Isn't that insane? I know what you're thinking.
Woo-wee.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're thinking.
Do they put on like tight like black dresses, and then they put the disco ball, and then all the mice are just like, and just having the night of life? Just,
I love that I said I
Just
know what you're
drinking and
thinking,
partying.
and Noel went in a completely different direction. I was like, I know what you're thinking. He's like wondering about the
Yeah.
outfits and disco balls.
oh yeah, they're definitely wearing outfits. They got the little uniforms that that the women used to have when they would go out with right. The
Of course.
very I think cute
uniforms?
dresses is what I would
Cute
say. They would say,
dresses.
I just want to look cute. And then they would look cute, and they would put on their cute dresses, and they go out, and you could see a lot of mouse leg.
A lot of mouse leg.
A lot of mouse leg.
Yeah.
They're showing like a tasteful amount of mouse
A
cleavage.
lot of tail.
Yeah.
A lot of tail.
A lot of tail.
A lot of tail. Because how do you hide the tail? in
Noel
this
would
situation?
tell ladies when he would take them out on dates, he'd go, "What uniform are you going to wear tonight?"
I did. And yes, I did.
I'm thinking about a UPS uniform.
Thinking like a nurse, registered nurse. And it is Halloween, so it's the right time to work in the service industry in a very beautiful gaster flagging way. By the way, every Halloween party I go to now, when I see like a one of those outfits, I'm gonna go like, "Are you gaster flagging?" Pardon? Me?
I would never.
So here we go. I know what you're thinking.
But
This-
they'll pull up their cute little dress. It's like, I would never, Jacob. I don't gastro flag. As they're gastro flagging right at you.
Oh, my God.
And maybe pouting just a little bit.
Yes.
Would you take a bite out of me, you sick cat?
Aren't you hungry?
This is getting very awkward.
Hey, it's Halloween. It's gotta be scary.
That's true, baby.
It's gotta be scary. It's Halloween.
I know what you're thinking. This can't.
You know what I'm thinking?
This possibly can't affect humans.
No, this absolutely has to affect humans.
Oh, it can.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
That's where my copy doesn't work. It's like you're like, oh, it affects them. Oh, it does. Yeah.
Note to self: don't write in banter because it naturally happens.
Like the DNA difference between a human and a mouse is like
Very, very small.
nothing.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
there's a good chance. It's a good chance.
Yeah. So Toxoplasma gondii has been found in 30 to 50% of the global human population.
Holy smokes!
Wow.
That's a lot of Toxoplasma gondii.
So what do they feed us to? Do we just like walk up to a mountain lion?
Yeah.
With our little uniform dress on and
Yeah. So
Hey,
Wow.
Bobcat. Hey.
it does explain the behavior of influencers, I think. I think that's why we're where we are as a society, is we're all corrupted with Toxoplasma gondii.
Oh yeah, nobody has fear of anything. They're like hanging off the Eiffel Tower. Look at there for the gram.
Do it for the gram. So 50 to 80% of Brazilians are infected as we speak.
Why they got to pick on the Brazilians all the time?
I know.
They like the kitties.
They do.
Wow, do they eat cats in Brazil?
No, they like to pet the kitties.
And the big kitties too, right? Isn't it also in like?
Well, no, it's like, here's the thing. If like you're
pumas,
surrounded by cats, you are also surrounded by cat litter. Yeah. And if you do not wash your hands properly, it's in you.
It's in you.
So you're saying
that's
wash
why
my hands?
That's why pregnant ladies should not be around too much cat litter. Because pregnant ladies can actually get infected with this, and it can cause some major issues.
Yes, I actually I remember when we were having you and that being like a concern. We had to make sure that the cat litter was very far away. Yeah. I remember that being a thing. So
how does Toxoplasma gondii affect humans?
Okay, scientists have found that people without a history of mental illness can exhibit abnormal behavior, including self-directed violence, even suicide. However, on a positive note,
we don't want to be positive. The show's not about positivity.
A study showed that young students with toxoplasmosis are more likely to become entrepreneurs due to the lack of fear of failure.
Wow.
Congratulations, Noel.
So are you telling me that the only reason that anything's happened for me in my life is because I'm diseased?
You're a zombie.
Yeah, you're a zombie.
A zombie businessman.
No fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. In fact, if there's anybody that I know that likes cats and is a businessman that does not have much fear of things, it's probably you, Noel Carroll.
Yeah, I do like cats. Although I'm never going to have another one.
That's true.
Well,
because my heart
because that first pregnancy was too much.
My heart was destroyed when I lost my cat.
Never say never, Miss Money Penny.
No, I'm never having a cat. I cannot
again.
ever have a cat again. I can't. I can't. My heart can't take it. That was a mess.
Cut to.
You guys don't understand.
5 years from now, a little
understand.
kitty cat going up to your door going,
Yeah.
and you go,
Oh, you're
no,
so cute.
I
Let's
can't."
find an owner for you.
Okay, gotcha.
Not me.
That's fine.
Let's
That's
find
fine.
someone who will love you.
Well,
because I still love cats. I still think cats
in
are
the
great.
meantime,
I
come
still
over and
am
hang out
a
with
fan
mine.
of cats. That's like, yes,
Come
exactly.
over
And it's
hang
just
out
that
with
they're a zombie carrying little cute fluff balls.
Yeah. So that's interesting. So we think I'm a zombie. Is that the
100%.
that's the feeling in this
Yeah.
place. So it's not my natural, brave. I'm not brave at all.
I just think you've been diseased since you were 20.
This isn't a podcast today. This is an intervention. We have been wanting to tell you you're a zombie for many years.
Okay.
And we admire you for it.
Okay.
So way to really get out there and go get them.
We did it, Jakey. We did it.
We did it. It's been a long time coming. It's been a 15-year plan.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So no,
I guess
don't
that's.
think you're
I
a zombie.
I thought I had. I feel like I remember a time in my life when I had stage fright. Didn't I?
Not as long as I've known you.
When I was really little, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. See, there's having gumption, and then there's having a disease.
Yeah.
I think I don't
have
know
no
which one you've
gumption.
got.
I have no gumption. Is that a tag?
Yeah. I have no gumption. Yes, it is.
I have no gumption. I'm a zombie.
I'm a zombie because it's a great word, gumption. All right. So this Halloween, I'd beware of that black cat crossing your path, especially if he's dragging his butt along the carpet. There you go. That, guys, was first fun size of this Halloween season.
Well done, everybody.
I gotta say, that was an absolute blast, and it still absolutely feels like our show.
That's right. And you know what? It wasn't that fun-sized.
No, we went half an hour.
So Juan Carlos Jimenez,
yes,
you're welcome.
you're welcome. So we had our buddy JC, and he reached out and said he was, and that's not Jesus Christ. I was talking about Juan Carlos.
Hey, he's my buddy. He's not yours.
He's got Jesus qualities.
He's got Jesus qualities.
He does.
But he reached out and he was bummed.
He would never claim to be
Right.
the Lord and Savior, but he's got Jesus qualities.
He's got some of that.
Yeah. He's
kind.
But he reached out to Noel and said, these episodes, I can't stand the fact that they're so short because I want more of the new edition of Mr. Cogswell on the team now.
Yeah.
And we were like, if only we could deliver that this week because we have to do fun size for these episodes. But hey, not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
We always run over.
Yeah, we're hopeless.
We're hopeless, absolutely hopeless. But with that, I would say thank you once again for tuning in to the Biofriendly Podcast. As you can see, we promised all those weeks and months ago that there were going to be some changes and some new formats and ideas and things that we're building, and we are still building those. But thank you for being with us for so long. And if you're new to the show, welcome. We can't do this show without your support, so make sure you're subscribing, you're sharing things, you're letting people know. We love having you here, and this was an absolute blast today, I thought.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we're going to continue. You will see a lot more changes.
Absolutely.
This was just
Just the tip of the iceberg.
Step 2 of a 1,000-point plan.
Absolutely.
Of those changes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Changes.
Time to eat a cat. Come a zombie. Maybe you rug your butt in the air.
Gaster flag.
I got cherry eyes. Yeah. I'm gonna get eaten by a bird.
We have been
Time may make me a big zombie.
And there's a last
And there's the
bleep
one.
of the episode.
last bleep of the episode.
I get myself work.
You idiot.
Enjoy.
Jake is like, the sweet nectar of not having to bleep.
Not having to bleep. We have been your beacon of light in a gloomy environment.
Bringing you top quality content since 1823.
Science without the shaming. No. Science without the stiffness.
Green without the groaning.
Inspiring fear and love.
This show is about patience.
Careful. You'll catch feelings. You got this.
Kerosene guy. And another. Oh no, I can do this. And Marmaduke. Why did I? It's been. Did we not do the show last? Why did I forget? Hold on, no, okay, no. I can do this. It's alpha male mayonnaise.
For the longest time.
Oh, Billy Joel and
Tony Bennett.
Kerosene guy and Corn Dog Rogers.
There you go. Got it.
I've had a lifelong battle in my mind. Damn it. Got it. I got it. We're good.
And then mine is, on this show, we'll turn your enemies into friends.
Don't count to 5. You'll end up dead.
This is
Oh, we're down with the hooey.
Yeah.
That makes more sense than what I said.
And then do I have one?
You do. You do.
Oh, boy. It's been a long time.
Let us.
Let us do the teaching. You're terrible at it.
I don't have gumption. I'm a zombie.
Nice.
That's it.
Right?
I have no gumption.
I have no gumption. I'm just a zombie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That's true. Yeah, no, it's true.
What
Because
did
it
we
is
write? I
true.
don't know, yeah.
No,
I have no gumption. I just wrote I have no gumption.
Yeah. I think we should have the zombie part, right?
I think so too.
But I'm just a zombie. What was it?
Yeah.
I'm just, I have no
just-
gumption. I'm just a zombie.
I'm just a
I have
zombie.
no gumption. I'm just a zombie. And with that, Clayton, you say?
Gaster flagging since 2023.
Yes, you have been.
Yes, you have been. And then Veronica.
It's a long time.
And then Veronica, what would you like to say?
Pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
And happy nuggets. And stop and smell the flowers.
So perfect.
Yay!
And you're on the mic.
It's the Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.